So this Excel works great when it's like the end of the month and you want to see like how much you've been spending so far. So this top portion is basically like your guide, your estimate. So basically you have like it's an average of everything. This is your monthly income. This is the first step. Your second step is to add your monthly expenses. So I pay for Spotify every month, your average, how much you spend on gas, your monthly internet, your monthly electricity, your rent. Next is setting up your grocery budget, your fund money budget, and how this calculates is, if you're wondering how anything is calculated, you can just press on it and click on this and you see it takes the monthly income, subtract F8, which is your monthly expenses, your grocery, your fund money, equals your out. And this is the minimal goal that you set, like, hey, I want to save at least 600. Well, you have 745 that you actually save for this month. So legend is your blue is comment, yellow you manually input, orange is what will be automatically calculated for you. So this is where you actually focus on where it's like, okay, month to month it will change. So let's say your rent is $550 with electricity being $100 this month and your internet being $50, and gas, since you probably pay for your gas more than one time, you can input it here. It'll automatically add it up and put the total here. My Spotify monthly, your needs such as like, hey, I need a household goods, laundry detergent, kitty litter, whatever. You put it here, you add it all up. It'll add it all up and add it here. So from here, it adds all that up, and this is your new monthly expenses. And then how this column works is it takes your monthly budget here. Well, first input your expenses. So HEB, let's put 20. So two numbers change. So what happens is this adds up how much you spent, it takes this, subtract how much you spent, and outputs how much you have left to spend. So I have $107 to spend for groceries. I do this because that's the way I think. If you prefer a different way, you can move around, rearrange it. I'm pretty sure you don't really need a lot of Excel skills to change things. Like you can add like other monthly expenses you have, such as like let's say gym membership or anything that you think qualifies for monthly expenses versus your fund money. Same thing here. What happens is I put my fund money, so let's say I went to Kima and it's like $30. So what happens is, well, it was out of the window. What happens is it adds it all up. This is how much you spent, right? And then you want to see how much, hey, how much fund money do I have left? So it's 200, it subtracts my spent money, and it equals here. So you can see again, L8 minus L61 equals that. Total spending, it adds up your monthly expenses, how much you spent for each category, and that equals your total spending. And sometimes I don't want to put my monthly expenses because it's like, I want to focus on only groceries and fun, so I actually made another column where it just adds up my groceries spent and fun money spent. And then what happens here, saved, is I just took the income minus your total spending equals how much you saved. So this is just a template I made for myself. So if there's anything like other things you want to add, just add it yourself.